Hey YouTube, welcome to the Subprime to Prime YouTube channel. Here, our focus is to get you from subprime to prime. And all of that starts with knowing where we want to go on our financial journey. This channel is for information and educational purposes only. It is not intended to be legal or financial advice. Alright, let's get into it. In today's video, I'm going to be talking about creating a budget. Now, budgets aren't the sexiest, funnest things to do. But when we're talking about building out our financial empire, we're going to want to be able to budget and continue to run a budget throughout the rest of your financial life. And it's not something that you have to be actively involved. Once you create it, you're just to justify and modify. You'll just modify things that make sense to keep and things that you can get rid of over time. As you pay down debt, you no longer need to have those in the budget, but you might create new debt. Hopefully it's good debt, not bad debt. And we'll explain that further down the line as well. So I'm going to basically jot out a few things or talk about a few things for budgeting purposes. Most by now you already know, and we're just kind of going to talk about how to put those, in a format that you can understand, because your budget is going to be your budget. You're the person that's going to look at it. You're the person that's going to operate within it. And you're the person that's ultimately, if you do everything that you should be doing, is going to come out of this clean on the other side. And the whole point is to get you from subprime to prime. Okay, now, when formatting a budget, you're going to want to list, and I would take some notes, and you're going to want to list out your income. Now, when you list your income, you're going to list all sources of your income. And you want to specify the amount that you receive from each source to include any new income that's coming in. And you're going to want to include your salary, your freelance, your rental income, if you do have that coming in, just all of it. And you're going to want to list it out. And then what you're going to want to do is you're going to list your fixed expenses. That's number 2, fixed expenses. And those are a list of essential expenses that are consistent each and every month, that they're going to happen regardless, like your mortgage, your utilities, insurance, and your loan payments. All of those things are fixed expenses. They're, with the exception of maybe the utilities, most of those other things are probably going to be the same amount every single month. And then you're going to want to allocate for the next a section is your variable expenses, and that's a list of like discretionary expenses that may vary from each month, and that's like groceries and things like that, occasionally dining out or entertainment, which, like, if we're at the beginning of our journey or if we're recovering from a financial mishap, we're going to want to limit those types of things, except the groceries. You need those. But as far as dining out, entertainment, and shopping, you're going to want to limit those a little bit. But they do go in the variable expenses section. Next is savings. Allocate a portion of your income to savings, as we've spoken about in previous videos. And you're going to, that includes the emergency fund that you're going to contribute to, your retirement savings, and your other financial goals, things that you want to accomplish by the end of this. And you're setting aside money to do that. The next section is going to be your debt. Any debt that you have, any outstanding credit card balances, student loans, car loans, and things of that nature that other than your mortgage, most of the other debt you can pay down in a much shorter time frame than a mortgage. A mortgage, typically, you're going to go out 30 years, and depending on if you even own a home or not, rent is considered fixed. That's the same amount every month, and it doesn't really change. But these are things that you can pay off in a much faster term. You can pay them off in a few years versus, a few decades. Okay, number 6 is going to be your miscellaneous. And this is going to include, like, pretty much any of the other things that you need to run your household and cover unexpected or irregular expenses. And you're gonna total all of those things together, sum of each category, and find your total income and your total expenses. Now, here's a tip. The emergency fund, you're going to want to prioritize building that in case, because we are living in what some would call very, very difficult times now, and you never know what could happen. And so you're going to want to be prepared for that. And then you're going to want to review this regularly just to make sure that you're staying on the right track. And, you can do this. I have the utmost confidence, but you do have to put in the work. With financial literacy and really, really grabbing a hold of your finances and taking them in the right direction, it is going to take a little work, but there are some of these methods that I'm teaching you now, or explaining to you and telling you about, that will accelerate that progress, and you'll feel great about it. Now, one thing to take to account, you're going to want to track your spending. And when you keep track of your spending and you actually see these numbers and this money coming in and going out, some of it you're going to be like, why the hell am I doing that? This is like totally way over budget, and you'll begin to see what you can cut or remove that makes you have a little bit more disposable income. And then, you're going to adjust the categories based on your specific needs and your financial goals. And you're going to always be adjusting this thing. Like I told you, you're going to get rid of some things, you're going to add to it. But it's just a quick and simple way to really see what's in front of you so that you can move past it and begin to really start healing in your financial space. Now, if you take into account all of the expenses and all the income, and you can shave off time of paying those things down, it's absolutely worth it, and it's super helpful. And these are quick wins that you can get. So in this video, just keep in mind, I want to remind you to take the action of creating a budget of your expenses and your income, and actually list them out, how much they cost, how much they're costing you each and every month, because there is a cost to paying the interest on the debt, the interest on things like loans and the cards and things like that, on your vehicle, even on your home. So if you found this helpful, please like and subscribe, and hop on over to our school platform, the Subprime to Prime School channel. Thank you so much, and I'll see you next time.